Hello friends, good afternoon everyone. I am fine. How are you? I hope you will be fine. Welcome back in my channel, Dr. Satyendra Kumar. Dear friends, if you want this type of videos related to mathematics for higher level, then you need to subscribe, share and like my videos and my channel. Today we will discuss short type question in complex variable differentiation. Now, question is first question. If f is bounded, entire function, then answer f is constant. Okay student, f is bounded entire function, then f is constant. Now question number second. F is analytic function. If f is analytic function in some domain, then in that domain, solution. If f is analytic function in some domain, then in that domain f is continuous and differentiable both. F is continuous and differentiable both. Now question number 3. If G subset of C and G is open and connected, G is open and connected, full stop. Also, if F is branch of log Z on G, then the totality of branches of log Z are the functions answer fz plus 2n pi I. Okay student. Now question number 4. A branch of logarithm function is analytic function. Okay student, again repeat. Log Z, say log Z always analytic. Now next question number 5. F and G are analytic function. if f and g are analytic functions, then answer f upon g is analytic whenever g is not equal to 0. Next question, question number 6. A function fz plus c equal to fz, where c is any number, then f is f is periodic, periodic, periodic function with period is C. Now question number 7. If G is open, connected set in C and a mapping F such that G tending to C is a continuous function, then f is a branch of logarithm. F is a branch of logarithm for every z belongs to G, answer z is equal to exp fz or fz equal e to the fz equal log z. Now question number 8. The points which represents the root of the equation z plus 1 whole power n minus z to the power n is equal to 0 lie on. The point which represents the roots of the equation lie on circle, sphere or straight line or pair of straight line. Now correct answer is a pair of straight line. A pair of straight line. Okay student. Question number 9. If fz equal xy plus iy is continuous, everywhere but not analytic, answer, since fz is equal to u plus ib, then u plus ib is equal to xy plus iy. Now comparing real part u equal xy and imaginary part v is equal to y. Now del u upon del x equal to y and del u upon del y equal to x. Now del v upon del x 0, comma del v upon del y equal to 1. Since u and v are in polynomial terms, form say, since u and v are in polynomial form, so these are indifferentiable. So they are differentiable. They are differentiable at each point. It will be continuous everywhere. It will be continuous everywhere. Okay. First part is proved. Fz is continuous everywhere, but not analytic. We can see here del u upon del x is not equal to del v upon del y, and del u upon del y is not equal to minus del v upon del x. That is CR equation are not satisfied. Therefore, function is not analytic. CR's equations are not satisfied. So, Fz is not analytic. Every function which not hold CR equation, so we can say always a not analytic function. There are same situations. Then we can say Fz is continuous everywhere, but not analytic. Okay, student? Question number 10. If function Fz equal z to the power n, where n is positive integer, then prove that Fz is an analytic function. Analytic function, and f dash z equal to n z to the power n minus 1. Now answer. Since Fz equal to z to the power n, now take f dash z equal to limit delta z tending to 0, f z plus delta z minus f z upon delta z by the first principle of differentiation. Now putting the value of f z plus delta z, now z plus delta z whole power n minus z to the power n upon delta z. We apply binomial, limit delta z tending to 0 as it. Now z to the power n plus n z to the power n minus 1 into delta z plus n minus 1 upon 2 n sorry z to the power n minus 2 delta z whole power 2 plus up to dot delta to the power n z to the power n minus z to the power n as it. First term is cancelled by last term. Now delta z, this is equal to n z to the power n minus 1. Now delta z is common plus n minus 1 upon 2 z to the power n minus 2 into delta square z is delta z plus up to dot delta to the power n minus 1 z to the power n minus 1 upon delta z cancelled by delta z, limit delta z tending to 0. Now second add up to dot last term will be vanish. Here n z to the power n minus 1 only. Value of f dash z. Derivative is exist, that is we can say derivative is exist for all finite value of z, finite value of z, hence fz is an analytic function. Analytic function. Now next question, question number 11. Let d equal to domain of fz, capital R, equal set of all regular point of fz. Now regular point, that is the point where function is analytic. Now next set R dash, set of all limit points of R, set of all limit points of R. Now S, set of all singular points of fz. The singular point where function is not defined, where function is, that is fz equal to sin z upon z. Answer, since d is domain of z, now we have domain d is equal to c0 minus 0. Since fz is not defined at z is equal to 0, that is R is equal to d, that is set of all regular point will be domain. This is equal to c0 minus 0. Now R dash only c0. Now S is equal to R dash minus R, that is c minus c0 minus 0. This is equal to 0 only. Okay student. Now next question. Question number 12. Same question. Let D equal domain of Fz. Capital R equal set of all regular points of Fz. Regular points of Fz. Now R dash is equal to set of all limit point of R. Limit points of R. Now S set of all singular points of Fz. Singular points of Fz, where Fz equal 1 upon sine 1 upon z, then answer. Okay, student. We have D equal C naught minus bracket 1 upon n pi such that small n belongs to z, set of integer, minus 0 महिला bracket closed, union of 0 set. Since R is equal to D, that is R dash is equal to C naught only. Therefore, S is equal to R dash minus R. This is equal to 1 upon n pi such that n belongs to capital Z, minus 0 महिला bracket close, union 0. This is the value of S. Now next question, question number 13. The function Fz equal imaginary z upon z. Z is not equal to 0 when value of Fz equal to 0 when z is equal to 0. Is discontinuous at z is equal to 0. Now answer. Since Fz is equal to u plus iv, therefore u is equal to imaginary z, that is y upon z modulus, z modulus value is equal to under root x square plus y square, that is value of u is equal to y upon under root x square plus y square, comma. In the other case, the value will be Fz is equal to 0, that is v is equal to 0. This is the value in case of z is not equal to 0, and u will be 0, comma v will be 0 in case of, that is for z is equal to 0. This is the real form of given Fz. In the both case, z is not equal to 0 or z is equal to 0. Now we take y equal to mx path along y is equal to mx path. Now taking limit x tending to 0 u xy, this is equal to limit x tending to 0 u x mx, this is equal to mx. Now putting the value of y, under root x square plus m square x square, limit x tending to 0, this is equal to limit x tending to 0. Now cancel x, now we get m upon under root 1 plus m square. Now taking the limit x tending to 0 is not equal to, that is m upon under root 1 plus m square is not equal to u 0 0. Hence we can say u is discontinuous, that is u is discontinuous at z is equal to 0, but v is continuous. U is discontinuous at z is equal to 0, but v is continuous due to the value of u00 will equal to value of u00 or say v00 will equal to v0. So fz equal to u plus iv. U is discontinuous, v is continuous, that is the combination of both is discontinuous. At z equal to 0. Okay, student?